Okay. Frickin' A. Jeez. Oh, knocking stuff over. Wonderful. Yo. Where do I get a... Alright. Okay, so that took gosh dang forever. Sorry for the wait, everybody. Quick question. Did you guys have to go to a different page to finally see this? Or, yeah, did you guys have to come to a different page? Or did the page I initially linked end up working? Because I'm still not seeing anything on that one. I'm going to... Let me... Sorry, I'm troubleshooting, because I'm bad at this part. Okay, so we had to go to a different page. Good to know. So glad that YouTube works, and that OBS works, and that I'm so good at this part of it. Alright, welcome everybody. So yeah, as the title vaguely suggests, this is just a fun little... Sorry, troubleshooting, because I'm bad at this part. Now I'm hearing myself talk. No, shut up me. Okay. Okay, so... yeah, this is just a fun little chat about Detective Pikachu because it's out, and I have thoughts. I'm sure other people who saw it had thoughts. I do not know what everyone's status is on actually having seen the movie who's here, so if you'd like me to keep this spoiler free, we can. Sound off in the who's its. What's up, Emo Inuyasha? What is up, Gingy? What is up, Sonic the Hedge Wolf? Not the werehog, the Hedge Wolf. What's up, Weil? Alston. My lad squad, we are immense. Just tweeting really quick. Out. Oh. Right after gosh dang, right as I tweet that, my timeline updates and suddenly there's just boobs on it. I'm like, what did I just tweet out? It was somebody else retweeting Jessica Negri. I was so confused for a moment there. Just kidding. Surprise, this is now a lewd channel, so allow me to... what am I doing? What do I feel? What do I say? On the end, it all goes away! Okay, so it's kind of a mix. If it's obvious from the trailer that something happens in the movie... yeah, we'll just go ahead and Gingy Gal, I'm gonna ask that we keep that particular topic of discussion out of here because I don't need none of that in my life right now. Yeah, D-Gil, we'll keep it non-spoiler. So, what did everyone think who saw Detective Pikachu about Detective Pikachu? I thought it was a grand old time. It was not amazing, but it was good. And for a movie based on a video game IP, that is spectacular. Because the last time we got close to that, I feel, was the... I think people are kind of split on the last Tomb Raider movie. I liked parts of it. There were just details that didn't mesh with me. It needed a couple of structural tweaks and whatnot. Detective Pikachu, however, I thought was fantastic because it looked really cool and it made me laugh and it had feels. Alston, I totally agree about acting, namely with the female lead, because I think this is more the director, though. She was acting like she was from a different movie altogether. Because she was a little bit more cartoony than the rest of the humans. Obviously, it's Ryan Reynolds, so it's going to be a little over the top, but it's over the top in a different way, because Stinkin', what's his name? Justice Smith was super understated, and just like, he's just a normal dude in a crazy world full of furry things. Then Lucy pops up, and she's just super fast talking, and yeah, like I said, she felt like she was from a cartoon, and that didn't quite mesh well with everything else I felt. Oh, I didn't see Rampage. I saw like the last 5 minutes of Rampage because I had to do some work on it at my job, but I didn't see the whole movie. I should check that out. I think it's on Hulu. KC, the people who cared about this clearly cared about the source material. They did. There was reverence, and there was fun, and there were little treats scattered all about for the fans. There were Bulbasaurs. They were the best. Oh, I forgot my... Give me 2 seconds. I was so busy troubleshooting earlier, I forgot to grab this guy. He's the best. It's a fun, dumb action movie. Yeah, I mean, and that's totally fair, you know? If that's all it needs to be, that's all it needs to be. Oh, gosh dang it, I'm seeing the delay on the stream, and you guys can all see what a mess my dresser is now. How dare. Masked Rider Blue, the third final act was kind of bonkers. Yes, it was. And like how the final act comes to be, it's kind of funny because the final act, I leaned over to my girlfriend Erica and I was just like, you know, this is the 1989 Batman movie, right? But yeah, like how the information they all put out there at the end, it's like, you are giving me a whole lot right now for this very convoluted, plot. Bulba is best. Yes, Dio, Bulba is best. No, best scene in the gosh dang movie is just... best frickin' scene. Bulbasaur for best actor. Supporting actor. Alston, the twist was a little bit see-through. Yeah. It took me I got to it a little bit later than some people I know, but I guessed it before it came up. How we doing? We back? Are we back? Yeah. It took me I got to it a little bit later. Oh, gosh. Come on. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. That's annoying. It's not receiving enough video? What does that even mean? It's moving, okay. Power Rangers Yokai Watch fan, please stop spamming your links. D-Gil, I am reading this now. Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat the name, but to the person who keeps sending me spam messages to shout things out, that is a very quick way to make people not shout your stuff out. So I suggest not doing that, and I'm gonna assume that maybe you might be going into people's comment sections and doing something similar. If you're doing that, please don't, because yeah, they're not gonna like you. Poke Girl, did I read your comments about? I see your comments about the lag. Yes, I've seen the comments. So, okay, cool. We're running. We were talking about something before the stream decided to be a jerk. And I can't remember what it was. This is going great. This is why I need other people in these with me. Okay. Okay, we've got some stability. At the moment. I'm gonna drink some Dr. Pepper in the meantime. YouTube is... What does that mean? Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the stream deck. It says, it is not receiving enough video. Like, what does that even mean? Like, do you want more video? Because, like, I'm giving you just... Oh, the mystery, yeah. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, so like somebody pointed out, even if you can guess some of the twists before they come up, yeah, even if you can guess what some of the twists are before they come up, it all comes together neatly, from what I can recall. I'm probably gonna go see this again. Like, I'll probably get a matinee to watch it again in theaters, because I'd like to support this movie, so they can make more of them. Yeah, some gosh dang it. It's doing it again. What does this thing want from me? This is going great. This is good stuff. I love being a Mac user, because everyone knows Mac is the optimal streaming platform. Okay, I was just getting like some nonsense on my view. I don't know how much delay there is between what I'm saying and what you guys are hearing. There's always a bunch, though. Jumpy Lag, but no Jumpy Lag is my favorite pirate. Ah, the adventures of Jumpy Lag. And his trusty companion, Bombo. Bombo is a flying squirrel. D-Gill, they were still handing out Pikachu cards when I went. That was last night at midnight. So, yeah. Oh, so in case you guys haven't seen the Did You Know movies for this yet, apparently there were interviews with some people from Legendary that they want to actually make a Pokemon Cinematic Universe, and I hate that we're throwing the term Cinematic Universe around already, but... yeah, they want to make some sequels, which that would be very cool. Oh, people are already running out of cards. You know what? My theater was in Burbank. I mean, Burbank is adjacent to LA. LA is movie capital of the world, or whatever you want to call it. So they probably... I was lucky enough, I was in a more metropolitan area where movies are kind of a part of the city's identity, so that's probably why they probably stuffed the stock on cards for my theater. What's up, Kimani Ames? I'm sorry, I know I'm pronouncing that wrong. I apologize. Kimani Ames? I don't know. Sonic the Hedgewolf. Sorry, I'm just reading usernames as I see them now. Sonic the Hedgewolf. that's who Sonic becomes in Sonic Off the Leash, not to be confused with Sonic Unleashed. Well, Poke Girl, they obviously weren't gonna, do that, though. They want you to think they are, but they're not gonna actually go through with something like that. He is too cute and marketable. Yeah, Casey, that's fair. If they do want to do their cinematic universe of Pokemon, they're at least taking their sweet time with it. They're not leading with that. They're just... That's what's kind of actually would be cool about... Pokemon would actually lend itself very well to that medium anyway, because there's already a ton of potential for spin-offs from this one movie just by virtue of it being in the Pokemon world, so they don't need to sequel bait. They just need to make a movie in the Pokemon world and have it not suck, and then boom, let's get some more stuff. I wanted Bulbasaur. Pink Panda. We talking about cards? I got a Snubble and a Pikachu, and my girlfriend got a Morlul. That's what she pulled. They're all foil. It bothers me that all the cards are foil now. This probably has to do with the fact that Wizards of the Coast hasn't made the cards for, however long also, because people who have been involved with the card game since forever saw kind of a decline in quality after Wizards stopped printing them, but also the fact that they kind of hand out shinies like... They hand out holo cards like candy at this point. That makes them seem less fun. Also because EXs are a thing. And then full art EXs are a thing, so... The only true blue cinematic universe out there, MCU, Lego, and MonsterVerse. The rest are glorified franchises. I would maybe count the DCEU in there. They're just not very good at being a cinematic universe. I mean, because the story they told in Aquaman barely lines up with how Aquaman functions in Batman v Superman, if he even functions in that movie. I don't know. Justice League, not Batman v Superman. Sorry. Justice League bad. It already takes place in the Pokemon anime world. Anyway, they reference Kanto. Yes, they do reference Kanto and Sinnoh and all of it. And they also reference... There's one reference to something that happened in Kanto 20 years ago. And that's kind of cool because that could either reference the movieverse or the games. They probably won't ever stop to specify which. Like, I don't think we're going to ever see Ash in one of these. But someone did say they were interested in making a movie about Red, I think. I think somebody, it's either a writer who wants to work with them or somebody who already worked on this movie, but they would like to do a movie about Red. And if they did that, then that would confirm that I guess this is the game universe, not the movie universe. Sup, Game Boy HD? The for real Game Boy HD, not to be confused with don't be fooled by imitators. This is the real Game Boy HD. Casey, I wasn't a huge fan of how Mewtwo's voice was fine. It wasn't super close to the OG. Like, they laid a real thick, like, garbly filter on him. And they made him talk like a gosh dang space alien, which, again, that's just me being... lame, but... Tell me the difference between BVS, Justice League, and Man of Steel. I mean, Justice League had jokes. That's one difference. And really, Deagle, you could essentially look at Man of Steel, BVS, and Justice League as its own trilogy. It's a very tonally dissonant trilogy. It doesn't come together super well. But then on top of that, you've got high fantasy epic / Voyages of Sinbad with Aquaman. You got whatever the heck Wonder Woman is. I don't know what genre you'd call that, but it's good. You got goofball comedy with Shazam. I think that's all the DC movies at the moment. Pink Panda, they could have been referencing the first movie, but they also could have been referencing the games, because both are technically true. What the reference they made was vague enough that it could apply to either one. Could be worse, could be Genesect Mewtwo. Oh, snap. That wasn't her fault, though. That was bad writing. Why am I still drinking from this? This is empty. Sorry, I don't know what to do with my hands, so now I'm just drinking from an empty bottle. Gonna put this over here and throw it out later. Pokegirl, yes, I saw your thoughts on a possible sequel. I don't think they're going to bring... I don't think we're going to get another movie revolving around Tim at any time in the near future. I think they're going to branch off and just do spin-offs, which I think is a better idea. We don't necessarily... Justice Smith did great. Tim was fine, but we don't... I don't think we need him to necessarily be the anchor for the whole franchise. I think I'd rather see... I don't think this movie franchise needs an Ash. I think spin-offs would be the better way to go. Do something kind of like... I almost said do something like Pokemon Chronicles, but Pokemon Chronicles was just all the filler episodes that the dubbing didn't air initially. So forget that. TV Tropes mentioned that Mewtwo had a Japanese accent, which I don't think I heard that either, Panda. Yeah, I don't remember Mewtwo having a Japanese accent. That might have just been someone... It's TV Tropes, so you have to take like 80% of what's on there with a grain of salt. Sonic, we didn't get a very best theme song remix. Yeah, we did. There's no lyrics to it, but you totally hear the theme song at one point in there. Twice, technically. Mega Mewtwo is lame. You either get Steroid Mewtwo or Banana Mewtwo. That is accurate. Second talking point, we could have one about our favorite terrible trio. Thoughts? We could, Marshall Hamilton, we could have a movie about Team Rocket. That'd be kind of cool. Or at least, I was expecting, this isn't a spoiler, this is just plot. The MacGuffin of the mystery is this substance called R, and if you notice in the trailers how some Pokemon have, like, purple eyes, that's R. It makes them aggressive. So... the fact that it was R, I thought that they were going to reveal that Team Rocket was behind it. They didn't, but yeah, I think they're going to steer away from specific anime characters because they have such a strong identity in the animation already that making that live action, you're kind of setting yourself up for less goodness. But Team Rocket itself could be cool to come up in a movie at some point. I could see Reynolds returning. I worry without him. Dan, that's accurate. Nitro Vision, are you okay? Yes, thank you. I'm fine. Real Game Boy, what are my thoughts on Sun and Moon? I liked Sun and Moon when I first played it. I have yet to finish Ultra Sun. In an abstract sense, no, not in an abstract sense. When I look at Sun and Moon as game design, I like a lot of what it did differently. I thought that replacing badges with Z-Stones was actually interesting because it made the rewards for beating every gym, or, de facto gym leader, it had a tangible effect on gameplay, as opposed to, here's a badge with some flavor text, here's a literal thing that you can use in battles. I thought that was interesting, but too much damn story. Like, too much damn plot, and it was kind of Skyward Sword syndrome, where they want to tell a more cinematic story, but by doing so, that's just more cutscenes, and I don't need to sit through 30 minutes of cutscenes, especially when it's about a character that isn't the player character. Like, I like things about Lily, but spending that much time watching her have a story while I'm just along for the ride wasn't fun for me. Pink Panda, did anybody else go no when the Sonic trailer came up? I missed the trailers, so maybe. Let's see. Suicide Squad and Justice League are under the delusion. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot about Suicide Squad decal. Jeez. My screening had a Sword and Shield trailer. We didn't get a Sonic trailer. Oh, that would have been cool. Sword and Shield trailer. Maybe the big bad be Giovanni after a few movies. Maybe. Z Crystal, Z Stones, it's whatever. Poke Girl, you know what I meant. Did you know what I meant? Then it doesn't matter. Casey, there might have been. I was talking with my girlfriend about something similar, that the specific mishmash of Pokemon they had, like, it was like the same 20 Pokemon everywhere, and that actually might have been a licensing thing. Legendary might have only been allowed, like, been able to get the rights to a certain number of Pokemon. And they already grabbed Pikachu, Charmander, Charizard, Bulbasaur, all these really iconic ones, and then that's probably why there wasn't a Meowth, which is fine. Like, Meowth is probably top 5 most recognizable, so they probably want to save him for later. Side quests are likely the best way to go for the franchise, though. Yeah, Dan, I agree. Side quests. Game Slayer KH3 feels like 30-minute long cutscenes. It definitely does. Deagle, Skyward Sword and Shield. No. 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 Oh, Dan, that's what I meant. Like, it was probably, yeah, sorry, I meant that too. I didn't mention it. But yeah, like, same handful of Pokemon everywhere. One, possibly a licensing thing, but most definitely it was practical and convenient to just use the same 3D models over and over again than have a full collection of 150. It says a lot of the time we could see the human teeth on the Pokemon. It was meant to be uncanny and creepy. Ah, that's funny. They didn't just stick to. I got a friend who her favorite Pokemon is Joltik, so she's gonna love this if she goes to see it. Because there's just Joltik all over the place. Tiny little spiders. Making noises with my mouth to fill dead air because I'm streaming alone. I should have brought a friend along or brought someone on Skype, but I don't know how to get Skype on this because Mac sucks with OBS. I wasn't trying to even make that rhyme, but that happens some of the time. I hip and I hep and I hippity hop, and the raps don't die and the raps don't stop. Mr. Mime in a dark alley is kind of creepy. Mr. Mime in any context is kind of creepy. Game Slayer. That Mr. Mime, I was surprised how, I know it was a PG, and just from the trailer you could tell they were going a little bit edgier than what, Pokemon fans are probably used to, but the way that Mr. Mime scene concludes, the fact that they were willing to imply that was kind of amazing. Writing was pretty hit and miss. Oh yeah, while he definitely, Ryan Reynolds said he just kind of riffed a bunch of scenes, and he was surprised at how many of his like more risque jokes actually made it into the movie. I'm pretty sure at some point Pikachu says, "This bitch just did a ton of R." I might have misheard though, because if they let him keep that in, then that was like really pushing the limits of that PG. Real Game Boy, what are my thoughts on the... to anybody who's new, we're trying to keep it light on spoilers, by the way. I mean, if it's very obvious that it's going to come up, like, obviously there's a MacGuffin, so we can talk about R and all that. But try to keep like very specific reveals. Try to keep those on the down low for the sake of people who haven't seen the whole movie yet, who might want to be all surprised. Oh yeah, Wild. What you said about the garden scene, that totally tracks. That was obviously they needed an Act 2 set piece, because you always do. So that's what they came up with. The way it resolves is kind of lame though, because it literally fixes itself. It's kind of silly. D. Gill, I'm about 29 cards away from having all 151 OG Pokemon cards. Nice! Oh yeah, the finger choke. Oh my gosh. Most people either like, rub my fur, or pat my head, or put a finger in me. I'm like, what? The life sky scaling in the movie was great. Oh yeah, I'm trying to think. It is funny how I want to meet the guy. I want to meet the guy who's complaining that, according to the Pokédex, Charizard is only like 5'8", so I don't. I think it was incredibly unrealistic for him to have been that tall. I want to meet that guy, so I can smack him. Are you going to see the movie again, Pokegirl? I think I will. I'll probably catch a matinee. I work late hours, so my mornings are pretty much open, so I might go see like an early screening just so I can support it more. I'd like there to be more movies, so I think this movie is doing Shazam numbers right now, but it had a way bigger budget, so they need to do better than Shazam to keep this going, I think. Thought the writing was heartfelt. Give me a little surprise. I'm digging the R jokes, guys. Miss Norman was that was a great bit. Marshall agreed on that. Are you thinking of doing an album cover of Gotta Catch 'Em All? Probably not. Real Game Boy. I'm kind of poker wrapped out after making the little thing I did, and then I'm kind of because I don't have an interesting gimmick for a cover of that. I would just try to recreate what the original did, but then that's not interesting, because then there's a better version of that already available. Mewtwo keeps up the running theme of having the highest implied body count in the franchise. That is true. I think Mewtwo and Genesect might be tied. If you combine the Genesect kill count from movie 16... Wait. Did the Genesect kill the sign? I was about to say, I need to check that movie out again. No, I don't. Nobody needs to watch that movie again. Christian Ramirez, can I please make my own music album? I'd love to. That just feels like a whole... I have ideas for making full albums. I just need to, that's a whole thing. That's a very involved process. I would need to, set a good chunk of time aside, and I would want to probably do a proper studio, because I just record all my stuff in my room with my own, digital instruments and everything, but if I were to make a full album, I'd probably want to do it right. I do have an EP I made back in college of, they're non-jokey songs. It was just me doing the band thing. I should put those on iTunes. I should. Definitely. KC, between this and the upcoming Mewtwo Strikes Back remake, Mewtwo's going to have quite a year. He is. I wish that Mewtwo Strikes Back remake looked good. I am not looking forward to that. Granted, I don't have to go see it if I don't want to, but I'm going to anyway. Had a fun idea cover albums. D. Gill do covers of songs from what we had to watch movies. I've wanted to do a cover of I'm Still Here for a while, actually. I had an idea to do just a couple of different covers of my favorite Disney songs, and I'm Still Here would definitely be on there. Full version of Stifle That Blob Uh, I was trying to write that back in the day, never finished it, and I think at this point the time for like a full stifle that blob has passed. Because I mean, I made that Treasure Planet review back in 2012, and I don't know. It would be fun, but there's other stuff that's more timely that I could also spend that time doing. I'd rather do that. Real Game Boy, what are my thoughts on movie 20? I haven't seen it since theaters, but I liked it a lot in theaters, but I agree, some stuff was rushed. Marshadow was mishandled and needlessly confusing. And I don't know why they felt the need to introduce yet one, like, in the last 20 minutes of the movie. By the way, here's another character. He's old and he has Red's hat, but that doesn't mean anything. You know. Power of Us, I think, was the better movie. In terms of the newest Pokemon movies, Power of Us definitely outdoes I Choose You. Jay Hunter, now that they've teased us, do you think they'll do an actual Pokemon journey in a movie? They have talked about wanting to do a movie about Red. Somebody has. I can't remember who it was, but what's it called? Did You Know Movies, they did their, or maybe it was Did You Know Gaming, whichever one. They did a bit on Detective Pikachu, and they mentioned a lot of interview bits from people over at Legendary and Warner Bros. So there's some fun tidbits there for ideas they have. Loudred being boomboxes was rad, Marshall Hamilton. I agree. That was cool, and like when they start doing dubstep, that was great. Pokegirl Red was not in the movie. If we're talking about movie 20 again, yeah, Pokegirl Red was not in the movie, but there is a character in it who has Red's hat for some reason. Best casting for Meowth, I don't think Lewis Black is the... I want Jack Black to be Meowth. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who the, who would be a good Meowth voice? Yeah, you know, it's me. I'm Meowth, and, hey, bada bing. Who does a good Brooklyn accent? Just imagining Lewis Black. The ship capsized and sunk while you twos were not... That's not Lewis Black, that's Al Pacino. I can't do Lewis Black, I'm learning. Real Game Boy HD, will I ever do another review on this channel? Not anytime soon. Not anytime soon. I'm not planning to. I'm trying other stuff right now. John Mulaney as Meowth. I would not be opposed to that. I don't know if that's the absolute best choice, but I would not disagree with that choice. Let's see. Will Smith as Meowth. Only if Meowth is blue. If Meowth isn't blue, then you know. By the way, folks, if I don't see your question, instead of asking if I saw your question, just repeat the question. Then I can it's easier for me to just see it there than to scroll up and miss like the current chat. This may sound dumb, but oh yeah, the Pokeball looks really cool. Danny DeVito as Meowth. No, Danny DeVito is Raichu. Hello, son. They did. I don't know if you guys didn't hear. I guess when they were trying to figure out who was going to be Detective Pikachu, they took just out of context audio clips of various actors and tested them on like a primitive 3D model. One of the voices was Danny DeVito. Haha, woo! Meowth rap. Speaking of Will Smith, by the way, if y'all aren't subscribed to the Rap Critic, you should be, because a while back when Lindsay Ellis did her video on Bright, the Rap Critic did a Will Smith-style rap about the plot of Bright called Orc Cop. And you need to listen to it. So look up Orc Cop when we're done here. Is going to see Detective Pikachu dressed as a Pokemon trainer with a stuffed Eevee tied to your shoulder. Weird. I'm asking for a friend. Girl, you do you. You do what you're gonna do. You do you. I did a... Because I wore my... Wherever it is. I wore my Ash hat and I wore a blue shirt last night. So I was in stealth Ash cosplay and my girlfriend wore a yellow shirt. So we were like... Whatever the Pokemon version of Disney Bounding is, we were doing that. For this. As Ash and Pikachu. So... And Danny DeVito response was, what the heck? What the F is Pokemon? Marshall Hamilton DeVito would be Garbodor. I'm the trash man. I'm made of trash. And I eat garbage. That's amazing. Gilbert Gottfried is Pikachu. No. Put down the stapler! Or, that did not sound like Gilbert Gottfried. I just don't want to shout right now. I know you can't understand me, but put down the stapler or I will electrocute you! Next time you watch one of the Star Wars prequels, imagine the Emperor is being played by Gilbert Gottfried. It's amazing. Oh, the sun's coming out outside. The light's changing. No. Professionalism, what's that? Jennifer Strong, have fun with your uncle on Saturday. It's a good movie. I hope you guys enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I had a good theater. There was a good crowd for mine. It was weird. Like, the last two movies I've seen, I had to go at midnight. Because my work schedule's dumb. Gilbert Gottfried is Mr. Mime. Ah! I'm just, hopefully this Wednesday for me, touching down in SoCal on Monday. Cool! Saw the movie the other night, 'twas good. I agree, Ryan Walterson. The movie 'twas good. I have daydreams over Shiny Jevisec even though I hate the movie. Lol. What are a few Pokemon I'd like to see them do in live action now that they've had a movie to experiment? Let's see. You know they gotta do Scyther at some point, because everybody loves Scyther. I gotta do Scyther at some point. For the next future Rock That Pokemon, I gotta do Scyther because everybody wants that. Who else do I want to see? Who are some of my faves? Some more evolutions. Can we all just take a moment to appreciate the fact that Bill Nye's character makes his Eevee evolve into a Flareon and then has a bit about, can you imagine it, Tim? Evolving into the best version of yourself, he said after choosing the worst evolution. The most useless evolution. Yeah, I think like Umbreon or something would be cool to see. What else? Tyranitar? That'd be pretty badass. If they need another like big bad. What other Pokemon? I mean, you all know who I want to see, but I'm trying to avoid saying that for the time being because I don't want to seem too basic. Whatever. Delibird would be great. I want him in there. I just need him to show up, deliver some mail, and then leave the movie. That's all he has to do. Rowlet. Rowlet would be cool. I love Rowlet. I almost said there were no Gen 7 Pokemon in this. No, there were plenty. There were more. They had Morlul and Comfey and like one or two others, I think. The Rob Letterman also directed Shark Tale. I wish I didn't know that. Scyther, the associate producer. Can I do Eevee for Rock That Pokemon? I've seen requests for it, Pokegirl. I could. I just need, I want to make sure I have the tightrope block is that I don't want to write about a Pokemon unless I have a solid idea for it. I am thinking about what I would do if I did an Eevee song, though, so that's in the back of my head constantly. So that'll probably happen at some point in the future. If I were ever to make a Pokemon movie, what would I do? I don't know. I do not know. That is a bigger question than I'm prepared to answer right now. I think Cyndaquil family would be fun. Maybe Lucario. I'm surprised they didn't use Lucario. Then again, they were leaning more OG with this, with the really iconic ones, so they didn't necessarily need Lucario. Haunter. One of the Sinnoh legendaries in live action would be Epic Giratina, preferably. You know, I'm surprised nobody said "Oh my Arceus" at any point. That might have been a little too esoteric, but that would have been funny. I want to see a kid holding a tiny Litten kitten. That would be super cute. Rob Letterman also directed Monsters vs. Aliens, Gulliver's Travels, and Goosebumps. Oh, Gulliver's Travels. I'm glad 2 of the movies you just mentioned were, good. Oh my gosh. I had to watch Gulliver's Travels at work the other day, or... No, I had to. I did not choose to. I had to. God, man, what a movie. Of course, Greninja, because Smash Bros, yeah. Wait, Sonic, does he say... I gotta watch the movie again to find out, then. I missed when he says, "Oh my Arceus." Arceus, whatever he's called. Oh, he says sweet Arceus. Oh, that's cute. I thought he was saying, like, sweetheart or something. That's awesome. Okay. Oh, sweet I heard him say sweet mother, and I missed the Arceus part. Togepi was adorable, Sonic Hedgewolf. I agree. Another reenactment of the best scene in the movie. Oh, hey, Fire Wizard, what's up? Welcome to the thing. Whatever this is. It's almost 5. The plan was to go for an hour, and we started a little bit later, so probably keep this up for another, probably keep this up till 5:05 PST. So, if you guys have any other questions, throw them at me. If I had to choose between Mew and Eevee as a pet, which would I want? Eevee. That's easy. I can pet Eevee. Alston, what is my favorite Pokemon game to replay? It's a very good question, because I don't really, I haven't replayed a Pokemon game in a very long time. Oh, later, Christian. But yeah, favorite Pokemon games to replay. If I have friends over, we'll bust out Stadium to play minigames. I think I'm burnt out on Pokemon Snap for Life. Last time I played it, I was kind of just like, meh. I don't really replay Pokemon games. I just buy the new ones and play those. Do they stick to Kanto Pokemon aside from a few stragglers, or is it all over the place? It's all over the place, D-Gale. I think Kanto has the most representation, because of course it does, but there's a really good spread. Because, you've got Exploud and Trico and... Not Exploud, Ladrid, my bad. Yeah, there's a really good mishmash of, all the other gens. Thoughts on the Sonic movie trailer? It looks very bad. Does not look good. It is proof of how wrong Detective Pikachu could have gone. Volt's gotta go to sleep in your time zone. That's cool, man. Sleep is good. I like sleep. Real Game Boy HD, I do not think Ash will be in any of these movies. They even talked about in development of this how they didn't want to be bound to the anime, because the anime has had so many years for... You could call it character development. But yeah, I think it's smarter if they just... Occasional nods would be fine to the anime, but I think for the most part it's better for them if they stick to their own thing. Aside from Pokemon, what did I love watching on Kids WB back in the day? Jackie Chan Adventures was tight! Do I still play Pokemon Go? I played Pokemon Go the other day to get my Detective Pikachu. That's about it. I don't. I got burnt out on it. I had a group I was in that went and did raids near my work. That's what I would do on my lunch break, but I got sick of it. I also have I have an addictive personality, so if there's anything that I could potentially not moderate, I will. And for that reason, it was better for me to set Pokemon Go aside for the time being. We're gonna fix Sonic's design. Great. Oh gosh, D-Gill. Yeah, they're gonna fix Sonic's design and they're gonna make the effects team work how many unpaid overtime hours as a result. And what's so BS about that is that when the Sonic poster was first revealed, nobody liked the look of that. Then a full image of Sonic leaked. Nobody liked that. They had the exact same reactions to that everybody had to this gosh dang trailer. But now they're deciding to redesign it. Okay, sure. How about TV show ideas coming from TV show spin-offs for Pokemon? I mean, there's already a Pokemon TV show. Ah, gosh dang it. The stream's going stupid on me again. Animania. Am I sick of Hollywood pushing out anti-Trump rhetoric? Are they pushing out, and like what, in movies? I don't notice much of that. Oh, it's only the video that's going bad. The audio is still fine. Okay. After this, I need to just like take some time to figure out what my computer's problem is with Discord so that we don't have to deal with this again. Let's see, that's one of the things about Pokemon. There's so many different stories in the franchise already that this can still feel like it's their own universe with original stories. Cool. I was watching the next thing I know you're oh cool. Thanks for watching. Richio? Is that like Yu-Gi-Oh but your name's Rich? Cool. With more anime and anime adjacent properties finding success in Hollywood nowadays, any ideas for future animated? Cowboy Bebop's on the way. I think it's cool they cast John Cho as Spike. That was unexpected. We'll see how that does. I know nobody liked Death Note. I was ambivalent because I didn't watch the original or read the original. Other anime properties, I don't know. There's nothing that I'm burning to see, to be honest. I would rather, honestly, I'd rather see more anime influence on the kind of movies that are being made. Like, I thought Pacific Rim was cool because that was taking influence from anime and also kaiju movies. I kind of like that more, you know, the same way The Matrix took influence from Ghost in the Shell. I'd rather just see more anime influence than straight adaptations. Jay Hunter, I think they will make a Pokemon Ranger live action movie. That wouldn't surprise me, and I know there's a big demand for that among fans, or at least among Pokemon Ranger fans. That would work well. That would definitely work well. They could definitely do that. When's the live-action Digimon movie? Digimon ain't relevant enough, KC. Did I get my cards? Yes, I got cards from Movie Poke Girl. I got Pikachu, because everybody gets Pikachu, and I got Snubble. Alston, a JoJo Part 2 movie could be good. I need to see JoJo still. I haven't watched it yet. It's on Netflix now, so I don't really have an excuse, apart from time. Who's the bigger asshole? Lex Luthor, Norman Osborn, or Judge Cloud Frollo? Which Lex Luthor? I don't know. They're all assholes. Just one big bunch of assholes. Mystery dungeon movie could also work. Sonic, I don't think they would do a mystery dungeon movie because I don't think they're confident in. I feel like a story that's nothing but Pokemon that happen to talk, that works better for a video game, I think, than for a live action setting. I don't know. I don't want to see some kind of like gosh dang all CGI Lion King nonsense for mystery dungeon. I wouldn't want that. It's about the partnership between humans and Pokemon, man. It's about the harmony. Fire Wizard, I have not seen Dark Side of Dimensions. I haven't even seen Bonds Beyond Time. I own Bonds Beyond Time on Steelbook, but I haven't watched it yet. Live action Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, the whole hologram dueling stuff could be really cool in live action, but without the hair, what's the point? I'd rather see Yu-Gi-Oh! With a higher animation budget before I saw live action Yu-Gi-Oh! Well, Boy and His Turret, they're not going to do like a sequel to this, but they're going to do spin-offs. Same universe, different stories, which is the smarter move. If they make enough money on this one, which, again, I'm going to go see it again to help with that. There's a number of live-action Yu-Gi-Oh! Series on YouTube. If I got one line cameo in a future Pokemon movie, what would I want to say? I don't care what I have to say. I'll say whatever they want me to if I get to be in the movie. I'll just show up and I'll be like, hey, hope to see you again. No, wait, no. I want to be a crazy dude outside the Pokemon Center who's got a bunch of conspiracies up in his head, who's all like, yo, why does Nurse Joy hope to see you again, man? What's that all about? I'll be that guy. Plumber Gaming, cool. Thanks for watching. Enjoy it. I can't anymore. There's a lot of things about that video I would do differently now. Namely the joke about the PSP. That was stupid. Would you like to take part? Yeah, if they want to cast me as the voice of my favorite bird boy, I'd be all about that. Squirtle. These Cheetos are so hot. AK CGI recreation. How would you feel if they made Street Fighter versus DC and Mortal Kombat versus Marvel? Well, they already made Mortal Kombat versus DC. We would need a movie about Parappa the Rappa. the first fully interactive film. You have to kick. If you don't kick, block, punch properly, then you don't get past the first 10 minutes. Just like the game. Because I never could kick, block, punch properly. I also never owned the game, though. KC, one of my favorite Pokemon is Dunsparce. I got no problem praising Stunfisk. Stunfisk is best Pokemon. There we go. You can have that. There you go, Legendary. Take it. Do what you want with it. Oh yeah, sorry, John McKinney, back to your blank versus blank thing. Would the game be fun? That's all that really matters. Because Mortal Kombat versus DC was okay. Marvel vs. Capcom almost ruined fighting games for me because, like, I don't go online to play fighting games anymore. It's like, except Smash, I don't need to deal with unbreakable combos. You must praise Genesect. What, the movie or the Pokemon? The Pokemon's fine, and... Also, y'all are acting like I got some kind of chip in me that prevents me from, like, contradicting my own opinions. If I'm getting paid to be in a Pokemon movie, I don't care what they're gonna make me say. I actually used Delibird in my Pokemon Moon save file. I used President to damage the final Pokemon the championship had, and I won. Heck yeah, Fire Wizard. I think, I was gonna say, I think Blank did that in their Let's Play of Pokemon Moon. I don't want to say who that was, though, because I'm keeping drama out of here, so never mind. John Wick 3 is the same day as A Dog's Journey. That's awesome. Would Bully by Rockstar Games make a good movie? John McKinney. Maybe? I don't want to... I have learned in my 29 years on this planet that it's not about the concept, it's about the execution. A Rockstar game could be good. A Rockstar movie could... A Bully movie could be good. Could be crap. Just like Alone in the Dark could have been good, but it was crap. Mortal Kombat was amazing. Mortal Kombat Annihilation was crap. It's not a... It's all about execution, dog. To catch one of those Torterra. Maybe? Best name for a Delibird? Adeli. I get it. Oh, Fire Wizard, thanks. Yeah, a couple people have done that. Mugu Gaipan is best Pokemon. I agree, Cartoon Kelly. Fire Wizard, I'm very flattered that you think that. No, I'm 29. I was 25 when I made the Dragon Ball Evolution video. If you were seeing me on a better camera right now, you'd be seeing these lovely lines around my eyes and more defined around my mouth, and you'd think, wow, that tall child looks terrible. Ryan Walterson, I agree. About the Mario movie by Illumination. I don't know what the heck it's going to look like because we haven't seen anything for it, but I hope it's good. Illumination was actually back in the day. I had a friend who used to work there. I still have the friend. She just doesn't work there anymore, but she was in some meetings and they were trying to get the rights to Smash Bros. Actually, so some kind of Nintendo Cinematic Universe could be in the works, depending on how Mario does. In fact, if the Mario movie just ends with, a giant hand descending from the sky and plucking Mario off the ground, no, I don't want that. But this movie could have been crap. Going to be when it was first announced, and it turned out to be delightful. Solid B+. Yeah, that's... Oh, absolutely, Casey. I'm trying to remember. It's funny because I think I came around on this movie like 3 times. I heard the announcement, and I'm like, oh, that's going to be weird. Heard Ryan Reynolds. Oh, Ryan Reynolds, really? Saw the trailer, and I thought the realistic stuff was a little Uncanny Valley, but the more I saw of it, the cuter I thought it looked, and yeah, turned out great. Pokegirl Illumination is making a Mario Brothers movie. Do I still plan on doing reviews anytime soon? Not anytime soon. I'm doing different stuff right now. I got burnt out on reviews, and I want to try... I got other creative outlets I need to explore, man. I'm doing a Gerard way. I'm doing a lead singer of My Chemical Romance right now, because when he makes music, he misses writing. When he writes, he misses music. I missed music. I want to do some music. The Smash Bros. Animated movie would be based off... would it be based off World of Light? There's no plot to World of Light, so probably not. I bet it's going to look like the same designs and not the Illumination art style. 7 or 9 years. Oh, wow. Sheesh. What's better than Pokemon? Verizon is the best girl from that game. She is cute. Fan of that Pokemon is great. Prove me wrong. Was anybody contradicting that? I don't know. Verizon's fine. Yeah, like Detective Pikachu the game. I feel like that was like, what, 2014? Pokegirl, there is a Mario Brothers movie. It's not good, but it's interesting. It's like Blade Runner with more slapstick. Oh, geez, it's 5:15. Alright, dudes and dudettes, and those who lieth betwixt, I am going to log off, I think. But this was fun. Glad you. Thanks to everybody for coming out. It was fun chatting. Marshall Hamilton, new Mortal Kombat parody song for the new game. Probably not. I don't have any ideas for it. And if I were going to do that, the time to have done it would have been like 4 weeks ago when the game came out. Now the zeitgeist has moved on. The algorithm is a strict mistress. Yeah. I have not played the Detective Pikachu game. Okay, sorry. I'm fielding questions in the middle of my sign-off. Thanks everybody for coming out. Great chatting with you. Next time I do one of these, I'll try to give like at least a day's notice. This kind of just came up out of like, oh, I could do this afternoon, so I did. And hopefully next time the stream won't be as gosh dang laggy. Anyway, y'all have a great night or morning, depending on what part of the world you're on. And I will see ya on the flippity flop. A new Rock That Pokemon video should be out before the month is out, so keep an eye out for that. Oh, Cartoon Kelly, thank you. You're very nice. I will see you on Twitter. Oh, all right. Night, everybody.